Hey there, today we'll be doing the question that's spiral matrix 4, and the question is you are given two integers m cross n which represents the dimension of a matrix. You are also given the head of a linked list of integers, and we need to generate the matrix in such a order such that it is spiral or clockwise starting from the top left. So what this question means is we'll be given some uh, dimensions, that is m cross n, that is, let's just take the dimension as two rows and two columns, m representing row and representing column, and let's say the values from linked list are 1 2 3 and 4. So what you need to do is generate such a matrix of 2 cross 2 in this order, okay, spiral. So what will be the first value? 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, okay, and this will go on like this. It will just spirally go on, okay. So this is how you got to do it. So, on how to do this question, I would say that this question is actually a continuation of spiral matrix 2. Okay, so I actually have already made a video on that question. So, I'd say that just watch that video and then come here. Then you'll understand this pretty clear, since this question was actually just similar to that. I would not say exactly, but it is almost similar to that. And if you just watch that video, that is spiral matrix 2, which I've already made, and it will be, the link to it will be given in the description. Do check it out and you'll understand everything on how we are going to do it, okay. So just check the description and you'll understand on how we are going to do it. So I'll just be continuing. If you have already watched it, just continue watching and you'll understand everything, okay. So let's just begin from the code directly. Since you have already watched the video, I'm assuming you'll understand this pretty well. So what this question had was just simply a linked list, and they just gave this to confuse you, okay. This is not pretty big thing to do here. So otherwise you could have gotten a runtime error like I did indeed one, okay. So that is the only thing. You just have to maintain the linked list part correctly and you'll be able to do it properly. So let's just say the linked list is something like 1 2 3 and 4, okay. So what I did was I created a vector, okay. You could also uh, just opt this out, okay. You could also do it in just O of 1 by not taking the space which is for returning the answer, obviously, because you'll be creating a 2D vector or a array for storing the answer. I'm excluding that part. So what I did was I just created a vector and I just stored all the linked list value there. But let's say if you had m cross n as something like 3 cross 2, right? So how many values will you be having total? 3 into 2, that is 6 value you will be having total. But in your linked list, how many you have? You have 4. So what I did was I just created a vector of m cross n and I filled everything with minus 1. Okay, initially everything was with minus 1, and then I iterated on the linked list. Okay, I iterated on the linked list. That is, I iterated here. I saw, okay, the first value is 1. Just space the vector with 1. Similarly, just go on filling this till you can, okay. So this is what I did initially. After this was done, what we are going to do is we're just going to simply iterate like we did on spiral matrix 2, and we're just going to fill it. But the only thing that you need to take care is the fact that you are also iterating on the vector as well as filling it, right? But it could happen, let's say there could be a case that is something like this. Let's just say this is a matrix of 3 cross 3, okay, and the values in the vector are just 3, right? So you will obviously fill this. That is pretty much fine, not a problem. In the spiral matrix, what did we do? We just filled everything whatever was in the vector. But let's just say if there is nothing in the vector, what will you do? Okay, that is where the problem arises. So everything was initially filled also with minus 1. So let's just this be minus 1 only, okay. But how did I tackle this thing? So initially I just took, if a variable is there, okay, let's put a variable here, okay. And I just saw that if it exceeds the value, and what do I mean by that value? So there is a 3 cross 3 matrix, right? You are just doing a spiral thing. you're just filling every value that you get. I'm keeping a pointer on the vector. So when I'm at this position, I filled it with 1. When I'm at this position, that is 2, I filled this with 2. When I'm at this position, that is 3, I filled this with 3. Now what the spiral algorithm will do, it will go right here, right, according to it, but again will go on to the next part. But in the vector, we do not have here anything, right? So I just took a pointer that says, if that pointer ever exceeds the size of my array, okay, you just break out of the loop and you don't do anything, and that's it. And that's what we are going to do here, and it will get you accepted. Okay, so I just maintained a variable which just says put. Okay, this is the variable, and I'll just say, so this is my temp variable, temp vector, which is storing all the values from my linked list. Okay, and this check function is of no use. I was thinking of something else while coding this, so I just did this. Okay, no need to take care of that. So I just inserted every value from the linked list into this vector, and I just said, okay, if this put, that is, if my pointer ever exceeds this all the values, if I've put all the values into my matrix, what will I do? I will exceed the boundary, and I'm saying that if it ever exceeds the boundary, just break out of the loop. You don't have to do any more operation there. And this is what I've done. Okay, so if it ever exceeds, just break out of the loop and don't do anything, and that's it. And this code is almost or exactly similar, I'll say, to the spiral matrix too. And I'm just telling you again, just go and watch that. It is wonderful, and you'll understand everything on how we are doing this. And just come back and watch this, and you'll just understand in just a 1 second, okay, that how we're gonna do this and that. Fine. And so I hope you have understood this code also, and if you need the code, I'll just shrink this once. Okay, so you'll get everything here. So this is the code. I'll just scroll it once more that you get it. And that's it for this video. And if you did enjoy and understand, and just like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you for watching.